So you're making some really beautiful things, and we're going to be featuring for you the 260-watt food dehydrator. If you own this, give us a call. It is a brand new item, and we're offering it to you at a $20 discount with free shipping and handling. We've never offered it at this price before. It is three flexible payments of $16.65. This is a really great item that's increasingly becoming more and more popular as we start to pay attention to the ingredients and we start to read labels now on the back of our foods, right?
Yeah. There's so much stuff in our food that we have no idea about. Way too much sugar that we don't need. We've got all sorts of preservatives, stuff that you can't even pronounce. Truthfully, you don't need any of that stuff. What a dehydrator does is basically gently blow a little bit of warm air through a chamber, and the chamber has different types of foods on each level, right? So it's a multi-stack. That air just slowly, as the name suggests, dehydrates, evaporates the moisture from the ingredient. It's the perfect way to preserve anything. Leftover herbs, leftover fruits, leftover vegetables. You can get this beautiful crunchy texture, depending on what it is you're doing. Grapes, for instance, go beautiful and chewy, a bit like a sultana or a raisin, but even juicier. There's so many different ways you can do it, and I'm really excited to show it to you today. But Marlo's bringing some things over, because I wanted to show you this, actually. We've got some dried pineapple here, right? Now, you'd buy this in a packet, probably from a health food store, and you'd feel like you're doing something pretty healthy, right? This is dried pineapple. Guess how much sugar is in this amount of dried pineapple?
Right.
30 teaspoons. There is 30 teaspoons of sugar in this. That's taken straight from the package. Absolutely straight from the package. Let me show it to you. This is what 30 teaspoons of sugar looks like, guys. That much sugar there is in that dried pineapple.
That's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem, because we think, okay, I'm gonna go for a healthy alternative. I'm gonna eat fruit. We know that fruit is good for us. Here's the culprit.
Yeah.
And it's in these small bags, and we all buy them, right? Because you're looking in the supermarket, you want to eat something fast and on the go. Having a dehydrator allows you to be able to eat the foods in their natural state without all the added sugar, without all the added ingredients, and without all the additional preservatives.
Right.
So maybe you have allergies, whether it's fruits that you love, or vegetables, or nuts, or even jerky. A lot of jerky is good for those of you who subscribe to a high-protein diet, but you don't want the nitrates and all the other stuff. You can do it yourself, and it just takes a few hours. It's easy. I know you're going to give us a demo.
So easy.
If you've always wanted to have one, this is our best offer. Lowest price, most flex pays we've ever offered, $20 off. And I'm a believer, you know, I've kind of spent some time with Curtis before the show and Kat, and we kind of went through some of the labels in the back of the packaging, and I was shocked. And, you know, you have worked with a lot of people with losing weight.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I know you worked on some of the big weight loss shows and that sort of thing, and so it's like, it's a challenge for us all. But with this, it makes it fast and simple. So what's the secret to dehydrating? You want to give us a quick tutorial?
Look, let me just show you what the dehydrator is, first of all. That's the machine. You literally set it and forget it. You press the button, you turn it on, just like that, and then that is it. You can adjust the temperature, you can put on a timer, but the truth is, it is going to do its thing, and we've got a little booklet to show you exactly what temperature to do different things. Here's how it works. Some warm air gets blown up from the bottom there. You put your first rack on. You fill it full of fruits, vegetables, even flowers. You put your next rack on. You fill that up as well. And you just continue to stack these guys up like that until you've got it all the way to the top. Then you put the top on there, and it is done.
That's it.
It is so
I'm going to do
simple.
this at home. Let's walk over here on the other side.
We've got all sorts of stuff that we've gone ahead and done in the dehydrator. You can, and we give you the recipes that you need. You can make fruit roll-ups for the kids. So have a look at this. We've gone ahead and made this beautiful little fruit roll-up. So you just put it on a Ziploc bag, cut a little hole in the center of the Ziploc bag, and then you get these beautiful fruit roll-ups. You can cut them into the size that your kids want. Have a taste of this, Marlo. There's only 2 ingredients in this: bananas and strawberries.
That's it.
Rochelle, tell me what's in go ahead and read it out, because there's so many things.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious.
It's got citric acid, sodium citrate, acetylated monosoglycerate.
Right, that's all of us. All of us are at home like, what in the world
Just a
is
couple.
And that's it. There's probably 10 more,
but
right?
there's coloring, yellow, red, blue.
It's like you have to go to a chemistry class to be able to understand it all.
This is delicious. So too, it's banana and what did you say?
Banana and strawberry. You make a puree.
It's delicious.
You spread it out.
And it's naturally sweet.
And you stick it in the dehydrator and you get these incredible chewy roll-ups.
That's awesome. And for a fraction of the cost, by the way.
Right.
Right?
Some mango. So I've got beautiful thin slices of mango in there. You've got apples on the next one. So again,
and they're
just slices
beautiful.
of apple. Aren't they pretty?
Absolutely.
You can garnish things with this. You can use it just as a snack. Next, we've got some pineapple. Look, I even use my pineapple cutter to do this. And you get these beautiful, chewy kind of pieces of pineapple.
Without all the
sugar.
added sugar.
No sugar.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw the amount. 30 grams of sugar. I mean, guys, like almost a cup full of sugar. And then we wonder...
Raisins, cranberries.
Why we're challenged with our weight, right? And why we have a lot of challenges. And so... one of the things that you talked about were the herbs.
Right, so actually we've got some kale chips in here. See how crispy they are?
Oh my God.
And we all know how much we pay for those from a health food store. They're
oh my goodness.
So delicious.
I purchased them.
And so healthy for you.
Right.
Next we've got some dried mushrooms.
Nice.
Then we've got some chilies. You know, if you are a gardener or if you know a gardener, you have to buy this as a gift for yourself or for them. You know, I grow an excess of chilies. You can't eat this many chilies, but you go ahead and dry them out. You can make an oil out of them. You can just crush them up and put them over pizza later on. Next, we've got some carrots and some broccoli. So any of these little pieces will just be so, so delicious. Oh, check this out. Some tomatoes. You know, sometimes you look in the fridge and the tomatoes are going a little too soft and you're like, I'm not going to put that in the salad. What you do is you cut them up, you brush them with a little oil and some fresh herbs, stick them in here, and then these chewy, little, delicious, semi-dried tomatoes are perfect in a salad, perfect on an antipasta platter.
They smell delicious.
So good.
So that's one of the things that Curtis mentioned to me. He said, Marlo, this is going to save everybody so much money. You look in your refrigerator, things are starting to brown, things are starting to go bad. You don't throw it away. All you do is you cut them up evenly. We give you the instructions and you put them in your dehydrator, and now you're gonna use them in completely different ways. If you'd like to have one, reminding you this is the best offer that we've extended on a dehydrator. 3 flexible payments. We took $20 off of the price. Only scheduled for this show as of now. I think it's remarkable. To your point, makes for a great gift.
It sure does.
Let's talk about jerky for a moment.
So here you go. If you're a hunter, if you know a hunter, again, this is the perfect gift for you or for them. Fishermen, look at this. This is some dried salmon, right? All we've done is made a really quick marinade with some soy, a little bit of honey. You could use a little bit of salt. And look at this homemade jerky. It's chewy. It's delicious. You can make it from venison. You can make it from beef.
So if you know someone who hunts, a lot of people are hunters and that sort of thing. It's a great gift for them.
Brilliant gift.
You know, or for so many people who subscribe to a high-protein diet.
Yeah.
And they like to have, you know, some type of protein to keep with them, but they don't want to buy the stuff in the supermarket because it's filled with sodium, lots of nitrates, lots of bad stuff that's not good for you.
All you do is you can put a bit of chili pepper in there as well. You make that marinade. You marinate these thin strips of meat for maybe, you know, 5 or 6 hours, depending on how salty you want it to be. You pop it in the dehydrator. A day and a half later, you're ready to go.
Jerk chicken or whatever it is that you want. Beef. Ooh, this smells good, whatever it's.
So let's jump down here.
It smells so pretty.
Flowers. So if you've got flowers in the garden, you can go ahead and pick them just as they're starting to sort of get a bit past their prime.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
Doesn't that smell beautiful?
It smells so pretty. So you take the flowers, maybe someone gave you flowers or you buy flowers, or maybe you're a gardener, and you can dehydrate them and make beautiful potpourris and that sort of thing. So you can use it in such unbelievable ways.
You can also break it up, because you see how crispy this is? You remove the bottom and then you get all of these petals, and you can make your own potpourri, you can make little decorations, you can put them individually on the rack. You can do lavender. We have lavender growing in the garden.
Maybe that's what I'm smelling. It smells beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful? So you can do all sorts of little flours.
Oh, that's so great.
Of course, you can do different teas, you can do different herbs. How many times have you gone to the fridge and thought, oh yeah, there's a quarter of a bunch of parsley there that's not going to make it, or I'm no use for it, and you're going to throw it away? Stick it in the dehydrator, and then you get this beautiful, perfectly dried parsley that you can later crush up, just like this. You just crush it up like that, and it goes into this beautiful little flaky, put it into a mortar and pestle, and you've got parsley. You can dehydrate nuts. Oh, I've just put parsley all over them. But you can dehydrate nuts. You can put, you know, some kind of spiced nuts. They're walnuts.
Absolutely.
So good. It makes them even crunchier.
I have such a new appreciation for a dehydrator. I don't personally own one, but after, you know, learning a little bit more about them today, I think they're wonderful. I mean, I am like everybody at home. I'm looking at the labels. I'm looking at the ingredients. I'm looking at the back of things and seeing how many grams of sugar is in this, and how much sodium, and how many different type of preservatives. And the truth is, we don't need all of that stuff. I think a lot of that stuff is causing a lot of problems. And we want to eat healthy and clean. And this gives us a way to be able to do it in a really great way. Let's go off to our phone line and say hi from Catherine from Louisiana.
Catherine, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you? Marlo and Curtis, it's so good to see you.
Oh, the pleasure is ours, Catherine. You ordered the dehydrator?
Yes, I did. I was talking about it yesterday, and I told my daughter, I said, I need a dehydrator. And Curtis put it on.
Oh, that's
Isn't that cool?
I'm telling you, your timing couldn't be more perfect. Now, how do you intend to use it, Miss Catherine?
Well, I want to do the fruits and the vegetables. My granddaughter, she's a year old, and we're trying to limit any kind of processed foods or anything, you know, because I had so much health issues, and I've spent the last few years trying to get my health back on track. My daughter and, you know, both of my daughters have, and we want to start her off right.
Catherine.
You know, so we wanted to make banana chips and, you know, strawberries and things like that she can have healthy without all the added preservatives and sugars that Curtis just showed.
Right, and here they are right here. You can make banana chips so easy. You're literally going to slice them up, Catherine, and stick them in. You know, it's interesting because I remember my mum dehydrating, and she had this big old machine, and she used to do all of this stuff, and I always loved it as a kid, and I still have that craving today. And, you know, to crave healthy things, it's such a beautiful thing you're doing for your granddaughter, and getting her, you know, interested in health as opposed to, you know, sugars and preservatives and all that stuff that she just doesn't need in her diet.
And then the other part of the story is that, like, I'm looking in here and it's saying it's packed on the same type of equipment as products that contain peanuts and tree nuts and milk and soy and wheat. And a lot of people have allergies to that sort of thing. So we have to be careful. It's a smart thing that you're doing, Catherine. I'm thrilled that you were watching today. It almost was kind of like, you know, serendipity. That you were watching today.
Well, Curtis has been a big part of our family for years. Curtis, I want you to know I have your pies, I have all your cooking things, and, you know, I'm just, that my kids know. They always say, Mom, Curtis is on TV. Since you were doing your bringing home people to cook for them, I was dreaming every day you would come to find me.
I wish I did, Catherine.
I love that, Catherine. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you.
Lovely chatting to you. And you know what else?
Y'all have a blessed day.
You do the same.
You too,
Thank
Catherine.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, my darling.
Yeah.
You know the other thing? She had some really great points. It's healthier for kids. You know, she's getting her child off or grandchild off to a great start. But think about how much money she's going to save. When was the last time you went to the bread bin and there wasn't a couple of slices of bread that ended up in the garbage? But then you go and buy croutons, right? All you need to do is take those pieces of bread, tear them up, throw them on the dehydrator, and next time you're making a salad, you've got the perfect crouton there waiting for you. It's dehydrated, it's perfectly flavored, there's no additives, there's nothing unhealthy there. It's really, really awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, your timing couldn't be more perfect because we took $20 off for the holiday weekend, lowest price we've ever offered, best price we've ever offered on this, and with the additional of the extended flex pay. So if you'd like to choose it, give us a call. We'd be happy to send this out to you. Don't forget that we give you all the instructions. So if you're new to dehydrating, dehydrating. If you have zero experience, no experience necessary, because we're gonna give you all of the instructions on how to do it, and they make it very, very clear. They outline all the foods in the booklet, all your herbs, all your vegetables, all of your fruit, the whole 9 yards is in the booklet. We're gonna wrap up our presentation. We're gonna thank you so much. If you'd like to continue to shop, don't forget you wanna shop all things Chef Curtis Stone, because everything from his line qualifies for an extra flex pay as long as it's over $19.95. But coming up in 2 minutes, we're gonna be talking about his famous fry pans. If you own them, will you call us? Tell us how much you love them. We've sold